now. And I think something that we've been talking about a little bit today in terms of consistency, something that was a massive hurdle for me was I went to a school that was on the quarter system. So every 10 weeks, my schedule would change entirely, which meant as a streamer, every 10 weeks, I would have to get my audience accustomed to a new schedule. And I'm sure you guys know it can take a couple weeks before people get used to like, oh, your day off has changed, or you start in the morning.
That consistency is like the most important. That schedule and consistency, that's like the first thing I hammer home is if you show up here, show up there. I still show up at 7 p.m., but I did year one. But you can't.
And that was the thing. It really wasn't within my control. And I remember my first quarter there, I think I went to class Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all day. So my stream schedule was like, I will stream, 10 hours or 8 to 10 hours on Tuesday, Thursday, and then I'll stream on Saturdays. And I always kept Sunday to just be a student and work and do all of that. And then 10 weeks later, and this was when I was, working towards partnership, 10 weeks later, my classes shifted. So I was in school 5 days a week from like 12 p.m. to, 9 p.m. at night or whatever. So then I could only stream. I became a morning streamer where I was starting at like 7:30 or 8 in the morning or something like that. And it completely shifted who could watch me, who even knew I was on. It shifted everything, even in terms of I would pick games based on who was streaming in which directories at which time, because you kind of see gaps of, oh, I might be higher up in this directory because there's no big streamer playing this game at this time. And that changed when I went from all day long streaming to 5 days a week, but just a couple hours in the morning. And I think the thing that I really learned from that, which is something that I try and stick to now, is with that first schedule, for instance, I probably could have said, I'm going to stream from this time to this time, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. I will always be there at that time. And I would have inevitably let people down, because even though that would have been scheduling every minute of my spare time to streaming, I couldn't give every minute, even though I wanted to. By only ever saying, I'm going to be live Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. Here are my start times. I don't guarantee how long I go for. I don't guarantee that there will be Sunday streams. By committing to like publicly sharing the minimum amount that I knew I could reach every week, then I was never letting people down by canceling. When you overextend yourself and you're like, I'm live 5 days a week and I'll always start at this time, and then work comes up and life comes up and you have tests to study for, I learned that it was better to promise less and then deliver more with bonuses, rather than promise the world and have to constantly say, oh, I'm so sorry, but I have a test.
Can you say that one more time?
It's so true though, right?
It's so true.
Extremely true.
And I think that is one of the biggest tips that I try to impart on people that ask me for streaming advice, is like, it is so much better to say, I'm guaranteed to be live 2 nights a week, but keep notifications on, and here's my social media. And if there's ever a bonus stream, yay. But it's better to commit to less and be able to deliver on more than to look unreliable and inconsistent by overextending yourself, making promises you can't keep, and then having to bail on them.